All right, so we're talking about transitioning between main points in a presentation. Transitioning during a speech is really important for us to be able to see the structure that you've created. Now, we could talk a lot about transitioning and the use of words that we're using, but particularly with this video, what I want to focus on is the use of delivery to transition between ideas and paragraphs or main points. Now, if you're giving some information to somebody in a written format, often you'll use things like paragraphs, headings, indentation, italics, underlining, any number of different formatting things to show us how you chunked the information. But in public speaking, we don't have any of those things. So we need you to be the formatting in the speech to help us make sense of the way that you chunked the information. So when you're delivering your transitions, what you need to remember are two things. First, you need to have some kind of pausing when you're transitioning. You'll notice that after I finish a sentence, often I am ending it with a little pause afterwards. The reason I'm doing that is I want you to have a chance to understand what I'm saying and then to prepare yourself mentally to hear the next thing that I'm saying. So if I give you that little pause, you have a chance to think, to have heard what I've said, to analyze it, and then be ready for the next thing I'm going to say. Same kind of thing needs to happen when you're transitioning. So that little pause at the end, really useful. Second, you need to end on a descending pitch. So if you end your sentence going upwards with your tone, or you sound like you're asking a question, we don't know if you're going to end your main points. Instead, end with a descending pitch where you're ending the sentence lower than you began it. By doing so, you give us a mental sense of conclusion. We want to feel like something is concluding as an audience. Otherwise, we don't feel like we know what's going to be happening next. There's a little bit of that anxiety of the uncertainty. So don't make us uncertain. Don't let us question what's going to happen next. Instead, help us understand that you're going to be ending your thought. So, first off, make sure you give us a pause between your ideas. Second, end your sentences on a downward pitch. Hopefully this has been helpful, and you'll be able to use this idea in future presentations.